Can you really buy a truck after a Chapter 7 bankruptcy?
The answer is yes.
It's actually a possibility to buy a truck right after filing a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, not even
Hmm.
discharge. And
And
we
people don't realize this. Is it easier to get a truck versus a different car, or doesn't it really matter?
It doesn't really matter. It all comes down to the price of the vehicle. We have trucks, and some of our trucks are more expensive than cars. But we've got a good selection. We've got some middle of the road vehicles, some higher end stuff, just a good selection, all bankruptcy eligible through our banks for our clients.
we are supplying trucks to the bankruptcy community on a daily basis nationwide.
We actually have a wide selection of vehicles. We only deal with bankruptcy clients, and we've been doing this for so many years, we have a good understanding of what folks need, what our clients need inventory wise, and we always have to have a good selection of trucks.
Just are there certain truck models that are easier to get approved for than others? Like, how does that work? If someone comes in and says, I want to buy a truck, like, where do you guide them? How's that go from there?
Well, it's not really the model, it's more of the year, the mileage, and what the client is approved for. So, budget wise, which is going to dictate that. But
Hmm.
it's interesting. I mean, since we're helping clients in the bankruptcy community, we're 40 states at this point, and we ship nationwide, anywhere in the continental United States. And different regions like different types of makes and models of vehicles. So down south, there's a real allegiance to, the American brands.
Hmm.
And then we get, Toyotas in the Midwest and different places. So regionally is really kind of what dictates the preference of the clients. But from a lender standpoint, as long as it meets the mileage criteria, which all of our trucks do, and the make criteria, which they all do, that's a nice thing about having a dealership that only serves the bankruptcy community. Everything we have in stock qualifies for bankruptcy clients auto financing.
So, Jonas, let's pretend a client that's watching this has a truck and they're filing bankruptcy, but they need a truck for work and they're underwater on this truck. Like they have to surrender this truck as the term for bankruptcy. The attorney may tell them surrender the truck. Like, how does that work? Like, how can you go be underwater on your current payment, not pay the payment back, and then get another truck a day after filing?
Sure. So I always say that there's kind of a one-time opportunity for a consumer bankruptcy client to get into a better vehicle position. It's kind of a get out of jail free card. And what the opportunity is that through your bankruptcy, and we see it where people owe, 20,000 more, 30,000 more than their vehicle's worth on some
Right.
of these expensive trucks. And with your bankruptcy process, and your attorney is very familiar with this, you can, work with them. And what you can do is surrender that vehicle is what it's called.
Hmm.
And with our clients, what they'll do is they'll let they'll talk to us. We'll get an application. We'll get an approval. They'll let their bankruptcy attorney know that they want to move forward with Ash Auto Group on a new truck, replacement truck, and that they'd like to surrender their current vehicle. And what'll happen is our vehicle will ship out to our clients, and then we'll instruct them on how to get their surrender picked up from the lender that has a loan with it. So it's a real one-time opportunity, and we try to maximize this opportunity for our clients. So what we do is, first payment you make is going to start building back credit.
Hmm.
Your new truck's going to come with warranty, one of the nation's leading warranties through Assurance, bumper to bumper, full coverage. And then we also include gap insurance on every vehicle we sell. So every truck comes with gap insurance.
So,
So by, some misfortune, it gets totaled,
yeah,
you have a policy in place that's going to help get you into
walk
another
away.
vehicle.
Can you get a Ford F-150 or a Raptor after bankruptcy, or is it more regulated to the smaller utility trucks?
Yeah, again, we're kind of restricted by pricing. So it's got to be within, the bank's threshold.
Hmm.
But we've got a full range. If you look at our website now, we've got Toyota Tundras, we've got Super Duty F-150s, we've
Hmm.
got Dodge Rams. Since all we do is help the bankruptcy community, we know we have to have a lot of work trucks in stock. And we'll
And
even have like, work vans with the
mhm.
backs that are cleared out. Those are
Yeah,
very popular. We'll
yeah.
have trucks that'll kind of have the scaffolding built on the back of pickup trucks because we know that folks are going to be using these for work. So we always keep a big
What
range of selection of
what range, of price range are these trucks, and what type of down payments required for a truck like this?
Sure. Price range is 20 to 30,000, sometimes 20 to 35,000 on the
Okay.
trucks. And
Okay.
again, down payment, that's going to depend on your history. So
Mhm.
again, credit's not a huge factor, but did you have an auto loan before bankruptcy? Did you make some payments on that? That's very helpful. Do you have a down payment? Now, a lot of times our clients, will present an option and then they'll actually want to provide more of a down payment to get a more expensive vehicle or more expensive truck from us.
Right.
So we try to provide the best options. Ultimately, it's going to be up to our clients on what makes sense for them because every situation is different.
And when someone is considering bankruptcy, when is the best time to get in conversation about looking at cars and qualifying for cars and stuff like that?
So
Or trucks, I
everybody
should say.
trucks,
When's the best time to start investigating a new truck when
right?
you're considering bankruptcy?
So everybody that files bankruptcy, and if I was filing bankruptcy, I'd be included as well, is concerned about what's going to happen with their vehicle, right? You have to have
Yeah.
transportation.
You got it. How you going to get to work?
Exactly. So the answer to your question is when is a good time? As soon as you are committed to filing bankruptcy, that's if you're signing something with your attorney, if you've got an attorney, as soon as you've made the decision, you're going to move forward with that, you need to contact Ash Auto Group and do what we call an auto consult. It's just a 10-minute conversation. We get information about what you're currently driving, go through what we think the options will be, get a pre-approval. And what that's going to do, it's going to let people know their options.
Yeah.
Are they going to qualify for an auto loan? Are they not? Like, what does it look like? And it puts our clients at ease early in their bank. They have enough stress with the bankruptcy process in general. So if we can give them some information early in the process on what their vehicle options are, that puts everything at ease. The attorneys love it when we talk to the clients early in the process. It helps them out because they're not car people, and it just streamlines the whole process. So I always say, as soon as a firm feels like they're going to retain a client, or as soon as a client feels like they're going to retain a firm for
Right.
services, contact us. Let's talk and let's just give you information. It's free of charge and knowledge is power, and it's gonna put things at ease moving forward. Whether that's getting a vehicle from us or not, at least the clients will have the information they need to make a good informed decision.
Jonas Ash, Ash Auto Group. Good talking to you, Jonas.
Thank you.